I'm going to show you the French twist braid. So in the last video on the other side, I showed you with a parting that was kind of round and back, almost as if this part were in an updo and then this could be pulled into it. In this one, I'm going to show you more freehand without a parting, so you can see this braid is a pretty relaxed braid, so you can do quite a bit with it and get away with a really relaxed look. So I'm going to start with my triangular section that I wanted to start. I'm grabbing wider and then more narrow here. I'm not even worrying about the hair that's falling here because I don't want it to look like it's being pulled. So now I'm going to start with my rope braid, twist it towards the face just a little bit just to get this thing started, and then my two individual sections go towards the face. Now my two crosses happen away from the face. Away, away. Now I can start my twist back. So I'm going to grab my section, I'm going to include it in the top, yes, and now pass it behind. So now I have a new top section. And then where you place your hand determines where it's going to go. So if I keep my hand placement there, I'm going to start going back. I would rather my braids kind of go down and then back, so I'm going to change my hand position a little bit. Add it. And back. So I'm going to stop here for a second and pull some pieces out. So I'm going to switch hands so you can see. And now I can, wherever I want, I can pull the hair out. Your taste might be different than mine, or your clients may be different, so you can do whatever you like, but I find pulling it out as you go helps a little bit. When you wait to get to the end, sometimes it's a little bit too tight and you're really pulling on their hair. So I don't do this stitch because I'm not finished with it yet. So I'm passing it back into my right hand, making sure my hand's where I want it to go, grabbing my section, including it in, and now passing from behind. So you can see I'm not even worried about this hair back here. I just take up to where I want and include it, and not even worried about the back. Yes? And now pass it behind. And do one more stitch, and then I'm going to pull some more hair out. Okay, so now I'm going to pull these out a little more. So I flattened this out a little while I was twisting, so no worries. Just pull it back out. So again, make this whatever you want, messy wise. I always like to show it a little messy so you can see that it is an option. You don't have to. Usually braids that aren't pulled out very much, you look more youthful, which is, that's not bad, but sometimes it can make people feel too young. Braids make me feel too young if they don't have any texture to them. So just being careful that when you do the next couple twists, you don't take away all the puff. Yeah, adding that texture back in. So you can see how much faster this is than a rope braid. If you're gonna go and pull hair, then go ahead and keep going. If you're gonna go back into a half up, half down, I wouldn't have even taken that section. I would let that hair drop because it looks more flattering. But if you're gonna keep pulling up and create more of like a crown, then keep traveling back. That's up to you. So I'll show you both and we'll backtrack a little. So as you can see, it is super fast, super easy. Give as much or as little texture as you want. You can also pull up this bottom part. Yeah, so you can do limitless things with this. So that's more like if you're going to do a half up, half down, you can secure it in the back. If you were going to take more of a crown braid, I'd go back here a little bit. Yep, we can take this out. Pass it behind. And just stay with the hairline a little bit more. And then again, depending on where you're going to end, if you're going to end up in the back middle of her head, then you'd start traveling more angularly. If you're going to stop low, like you're just going to do one side like this, then I would travel and mirror her hairline. It's up to you. I'm going to go more towards the back of her head. And you want to be if you're not going to include that hair in the twist, you want to just make sure it's laying nice, this hair. And let's pull out a few, switch hands so you can see. I waited a while before I pulled hair out so you can see. Gives you a little more trouble if you wait too long. So if you just want to do a little, you could do a little. Again, you can see I'm doing it really, really relaxed, so I'm even allowing the messiness to happen, and you can do that too, or be a little bit more perfect. I personally like messy, so it's up to you. But now you can start to see how it goes all the way around, and it's way faster than a rope braid or a traditional braid. And then you can take pins and secure this a little flatter to the head if it puffed too much for you, like especially there. I always find that around the ears it can puff a little too much, but I still pull, and then you just can secure little parts to pick it up, or pull this back and pick it up. Some people will even like a few pieces left out. Yeah, so there you go.